So I'm Eric. I'm head of DeFi at AvaLabs. I've been with the company for about 4 years now. And I started off as very much a generalist, joined right before the network got launched. And nowadays I lead our DeFi vertical, so that covers everything from AMMs, DEXs, lending protocols, and all the adjacent services and infrastructure. I would say building a open, free framework for financial inclusion, as well as permissionless, non-custodial access to your assets. So I would say any use case that targets consumers or users outside of crypto. It doesn't have to be like exclusive of crypto users, right? But we try to really focus on use cases that hit mainstream audience. So things like gaming, things like SocialFi, DeFi products that are accessible to the normal everyday users. I think that's really important, especially in countries or regions that are underserved. I would say we made a lot of advances recently in wallet technology, and we have to continue going in that direction. If you were to onboard the masses, you can't really have people running around with their private keys or worrying about their seed phrases. I think being able to have a secure, usable framework for user wallets is going to be really important, especially going forward. And I think within that wallet architecture, a lot of the usual switching from chain to chain or different types of infrastructure partners will also be abstracted out. Yeah, so when I think about OpenFi, it's about having applications that are non-custodial, permissionless. All the benefits of really DeFi as a whole. And I think today we're probably not there quite yet in terms of balancing all those principles with usable applications. Now I think maybe in 2-3 years we'll get to a point where blockchain and crypto is embedded in people's lives and everyday applications that they use. These days, I think part of it is also like having more regulatory clarity, and I come from the US, so we're the place with almost zero regulatory clarity. So I think that one needs to change. And then secondly, advances in technology on the flip side, driving a lot of those innovations. I don't want to get too political, but I do think we're trending in the right direction. And I don't think, in my mind, it didn't really matter that much like who was actually getting elected. I think the will of the crypto user base in the US really spoke in this election. I think there was one super PAC that's nonpartisan that had like 98% of their candidates voted into office. So I think just observing the general trends, right? It didn't matter who was actually got elected to the presidency. I think we were already trending in a direction where regulatory clarity was a must-have. And or else in the US we will fall behind other places like Europe, Asia, even developing countries. Yeah, so this is an area where we're really keen on developing. We actually acquired a company that is focused on ZK technology. It was called Etropay, and I think we're going to rebrand it to something else. But they actually went through their first proof of concept with JP Morgan's blockchain platform. And for that type of use case, the underlying technology could be applied to anything. For that specific trial was around privacy, but it could be applied to ZKID. And the benefit of ZKID is really be able to share, attest to details about and confirm someone's identity, right, without sharing PII or personal information. So for me, I think this is an area that is not just a nice to have, it's a must have. If you are to basically confirm anyone within the anonymous crypto sector, and it's an area we will continue to develop. No, I think if for anyone out there, I would come check out the Avalanche ecosystem. We have a variety of applications. I obviously oversee DeFi, but we also have teams working on consumer apps, games, working with enterprises, institutions, so across the spectrum. And you can visit our website. It's just avax.network. And we also have a Twitter page that's just AVAX, so you'll be able to see the most recent announcements there.